In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to actually find out some of the material properties of our 3D print, and also how to assign material properties to this print, or material to this. As you can see over here, I've got two different AirPods. So I've got the bottom case, and then I've also got the top case of the AirPods. What I'm going to first start off by doing is I'm going to create a composite part, and so I'm going to actually group both of these together. So if I press the green check mark, you can now see that we have this composite part here, so I can end up clicking on that eye there to take it off. What I want to do next is I want to go ahead and assign a material to this composite part. And so what we can do is we can actually search through here, the Onshape library, and if I type this in PLA, you've actually got to scroll down a little bit, and then you're going to end up coming across PLA plastic. You'll see that we have this density in here is in pounds per cubic inch. So we can see all of this information. We're going to go ahead and press the green check mark. And so now that's going to allow us to actually find out things such as the mass of this. So you can see that it is 0.05 pounds. We've also got the volume here, 1.106, which for this project we do need to be under 1.25 cubic inches. So I followed that constraint. They're also going to end up giving us surface area. Now, surface area as well as volume, those are things that can be calculated out without actually having a material assigned. To find out mass, this would require us to assign a material, because to calculate out the mass, that is based off of the density of the material we are using. And so that's how you can end up unlocking the mass, is basically you have to end up assigning material to this. What we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go ahead and create a drawing of this. What you're going to want to make sure that you do is that you do use your custom title block that we've created earlier on in this year. And then I'm going to go ahead and write down in here. So you can go ahead and, we can end up going through here. We can show the shaded view, but you're going to end up going through this, and you will end up dimensioning this out, just adding in the overall dimensions for this. And then what we're going to end up doing is we are going to end up adding in notes over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the notes in here. So I've got notes. And then what we want to do is we want to include some things. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is emboldened here for our notes. And then we're going to go ahead and drag this guy out a little bit so that this will continue. We can end up, that'll be centered. We don't want that. We're going to go ahead and go with what we had initially. So in terms of the material that we are using is going to be PLA plastic. We can go ahead and go to the next line. The mass of this is going to be 0.05 pounds. In terms of that volume, that we're going to have to go back here. And so let's go ahead. I'm going to actually press escape here. I'm going to move this guy over a little bit more. Double click here again. That'll open that back up. So let's go back onto here. I'm going to click on this little mass properties. I'm going to click on my composite part once again. So volume 1.106 cubic inches. So let's go ahead. Let's go back to our drawing here too. So volume, in terms of that, is on my screen. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there, 1.106, and then we got to put in some other things. So material thickness, also very important to know. So the material thickness for mine is actually 0.09 inches. That's what my material thickness is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag this like once more. If I double click, I can extend this out. Let's make sure that this guy, yeah, there we go, perfect. So we can put that in there. In terms of other things, so interference fit, we're also going to end up wanting that. Interference fit, we're going to put 0.005 inches. And then in terms of units, we'll put all dimensions in inches. And then last thing, tolerance, we're going to go ahead and put we're going to do the plus or minus sign. So if you go in here, you can insert symbols, plus or minus 0.005 inches, and then we'll put unless otherwise specified. There you go. And so this is in terms of the notes, what all we'll want. We can end up dragging this down here to this bottom corner if you would like as well. We can also end up moving these guys over a little bit more, just kind of free up some space for us. But what we'll want to end up doing here is throwing in some overall dimensions on this as well. And so that is basically how we're going to end up adding notes to our final dimension drawing for Project 215. Thank you all so much. Any comments, drop them in the comments section. Any questions, drop them in the comment section. Don't forget, like and subscribe. See y'all later. Bye-bye.